windy Monday evening. I'm gonna go for a quick little walk, do a check-in, see how you guys are all doing. Fortunately, I don't have any content to post today, so this will really be the only video I put out today. I might put out some Aerofly FS gameplay later in the night, but for now, this is all I'm gonna do. So I actually posted a video earlier this morning, and but it didn't do so well, so I unlisted it. I might post it later, I don't know, but I figured since there's no content expected, I'll just do this quick live and check in with you guys and see how things are going. But it's very windy out here. It's been windy a couple days. We've got quite the cold front that's overtaken the city of Guelph, and it's made it difficult to film and difficult to go out and do things. So, but I'm braving the weather for you guys, doing these streams every day, trying to broadcast from a different location. Although it is hard with the cold weather to kind of go far, because it is very cold and it is very windy, and it's hard to really have any real battery life on this phone. So, you know, it makes it difficult. But anyway, we're gonna do best with the weather we got. It is supposed to go above 0 later in the week, so we'll see if that happens, if that rains true, but I'm not counting on it. I'm really not counting on it. But as I said earlier in the week, I'm going to try to do these live streams every day, at least for 15 minutes every day, and kind of keep them going. And come summertime, I'm going to definitely do them every day, because the weather will be a lot better and it'll be a lot easier to do these things. So yeah. But anyway, it's, as you can see, we got a little bit of snow this morning, and we got pink, so yeah, we luckily we were able to recover from that pretty quickly. But we did get a little bit of snow, and with that, the roads are all fucking slushy, and it's kind of icy out here. Most of the sidewalks, not all of them, but it is still pretty slushy out here and slippery. So, but yeah, I see we have one viewer, so that viewer is welcome to the stream. It'll be a fairly brief stream because of the cold weather, but yeah, luckily the wind kind of died down for the moment, which is good. But here we are on Crimea Street, which is a fairly old street. For those of you guys who don't know Guelph, Crimea Street's a fairly old street. It's an industrial street. There's a lot of industry on this street. There used to be an old foundry, but now there's a twinery, and the food bank is on this street. The local food bank for the city of Guelph is on Crimea Street. So, and you get a lot of big trucks that come down to deliver goods and things. So actually there's one coming right now to turn on to Crimea Street. I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah. Okay, I see we have 9 people now. Thank you for joining the stream. Hope you guys are all having a good day. My day is going pretty good, pretty quiet. Again, I said I really don't have anything to film today, so there may not be any new videos, so this might be the only thing I do for the day. So I just figured if this is all I do, I wanted to definitely make sure I do it. But yeah. So now we're on Edinburgh Road, heading southbound. Could try and head all the way down to Bristol Street. I don't know how my phone will. We're at 89%, and I don't even have the battery pack on, so that's pretty good. But yeah, we're heading down. For those of you who watch my streams regularly, we do go down this stretch of road a lot, so I know it's kind of redundant for those of you who regularly watch the streams. So again, I apologize. But for the time being, I want to keep the streams kind of close to my home, just in case my phone dies. I don't want to be too far away from home with a dead phone. So yeah. Not to mention, it's pretty cold out, so I don't want to be walking all over the city when it's really cold out. So I'm close to home. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. Again, I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry, but welcome to the stream. I think you were here a couple live streams ago, so welcome back. How's your day going? But anyway, as you have snow-covered rail lines, it's my car. Hello, Makar. Now I know you. I'll be able to hopefully remember it now. And you were on my previous stream. Thank you for joining and thank you for coming back. And I'm glad your day's been good. Welcome back to the stream. Thank you for coming. The weather out where you are. I believe you're in Winnipeg, right? How is the weather in Winnipeg? You know, considering it's actually not bad out here. What really makes it bad is the wind. And luckily we don't have too much wind today, so that kind of helps. But yeah. Yeah, it was really cold here this morning. It's kind of mellowed out in the evening. It is still pretty cold. It's probably about -7 here, -8. But when we get the wind chill, it's more like -12 or 13. So yeah. But one good shred of, and I said it earlier in the live stream, is the temperature is slated to go up later week, around Wednesday and Thursday. It's like a foot or two of snow here now. Oh my God. Jeez, you'll be shoveling for a while. Yeah, we didn't get quite that in Guelph, but we got enough snow. And we got the snow pretty early. Usually we don't get this much snow until later on in the month of December, so it's lagging. Okay, I'll try and take an alternate route here. We'll go up, this is, what street is this? I don't even know. Let me know if it's still lagging. Sorry about that. I just changed my route, so we'll see if that makes a difference. We got snow on November 8th. Oh my God, that's pretty early. We got a little bit of sprinkling of snow like 8 November, but we really got a dumping in the last week and a half. We've really big dump of snow in this last week, so we're shoveling out now. So now we're on, I believe this is Allen Avenue. It's close to my house. I should know the name of the street. I don't. Yeah, this is Allen Avenue, actually. Over there's a big old mansion over there behind the bushes. One of the bigger houses in Guelph. But yeah. Yeah, as you can see, the residential sidewalks are not plowed and it's solid ice under here, so you've got to be very careful when walking. But yeah, they'll get to them. Probably take them 3 more days, but they'll get to the residential sidewalks. The roads have been cleared, but the sidewalks unfortunately haven't. So yeah, I'm gonna head back out to Waterloo Ave, and we'll see how the internet connection is on Waterloo Ave. Waterloo Ave, the internet connection seems to be pretty poor, so I don't know why that is. We have like a foot of ice blocks here right now. Oh my God. Jeez, that was ice blocks. Yeah, under this sidewalk here, it's solid ice. So, and I'm in running shoes, which is probably not the smartest idea, but it's solid ice under here. If you slip and fall, you're gonna feel it. So now we're going down Meadowview Avenue, another residential street in Guelph. We dig them up and make forts. It's so fun. I used to do that with snowbanks. I used to like little igloos in the snowbanks, dig little tunnel systems too. I used to do that at school, but I would get in trouble for it because they thought it might be unsafe. But yeah, I used to actually dig out little tunnels under the snowbanks, or in the snowbanks, I guess you would say. And yeah, it was a lot of fun as a kid. I don't do it so much now, obviously, but when I was a kid, I used to love doing it. But as you can see, people are shoveling their driveways and clearing the snow and salting. See that bench? Check that bench out. Neat design. Some pretty good woodwork. But yeah, we would do that, but in the city is like 12 rivers, but closer to in the country. Okay. Yeah, we do. You know, the kids do all kinds of things. Like when we first got the snowfall here, we had a bunch of snowmen up. Kids were putting up snowmen and decorating them. I actually saw some carrots and scarves on some of the snowmen, and I was like, wow, I never even did that when I was a kid. So it's kind of impressive to see. They really went all out with the snowman this year. But yeah, pretty cool to see. It's good to see that kids are still, you know, playing in the snow and having fun outside, because, you know, that's what I did when I was a kid, and I used to shovel as a kid, so I was always outside. Ontario, yes, I am in Ontario. Good old Ontario. A place to grow, as it says on the license plates. I make snowman and do karate. Oh my god, I used to do that when I was a kid too, or I'd like body slam the freaking snowman too. That was also a lot of fun. I used to do that when I was a kid, or punch them, but you know, then I got in trouble doing that one year at school. One of the teachers said you shouldn't do that because kids worked hard on that, so I stopped doing it after that. Hey man, hey Auntie Firebuff, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. Good to see you again. Well, we're just on a little walk. I'm gonna get my battery pack out and charge this phone up, because I'm sure getting low on battery. And last couple, guess almost a week or two ago now, I did a stream and my phone died on me, so don't want a repeat of that. How's it going, Ontario Firebuff? How you doing? I do it at school. Then I say, your friend broke the snowman's. It wasn't me. Oh, you blame it on somebody else. Shift the blame. That's actually a good idea, especially if you can get away with it. But yeah, no, I used to do that. I don't know. I probably got a few of my snowman torn down when I was a kid. So yeah. Anyway, we're on street. We're approaching Bristol Street, actually, I should say. We're on St. Arnaud now. Hey, Nicholas Southgate, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, that's what I do, and it works. Well, that's good. If it works, hey, good for you, man. As long as it works. I was never a very good liar, so I couldn't usually get away with that. I was kind of cocky, so like if I did something, I was kind of like a show off. If I did something, I wanted everybody to know. So I was never a very good liar. So every time something went down at the school, they you know, they kind of figured it might have been me. But yeah, we're on Bristol Street. Yeah, so hope you guys are all doing well. We got a week, I guess just for a week and 2 days until Christmas. So hope you guys are all excited for Christmas. Excited for Christmas to be over, to be honest, but yeah, it's coming quick. I think December, November especially, but December is flying by. And I guess November flew by too. It's 11:30 where you are. Wow, PM. Geez, you're a night hawk. Staying up watching my streams. I actually had someone from, well, actually more than one person. I had multiple people over the summertime that were from India, and it was like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, and they were watching my live streams, and it was like 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening here, and I was amazed. Like, it's 3 in the morning and you're up watching YouTube live. But again, thank you for joining. I always appreciate seeing you guys, no matter where you're from. But I was like, my God, true Nighthawks. It's only 3:25 for you in Winnipeg. Oh yeah, you're an hour behind us, because it's like something here. I guess it would be like, I guess 4:25 here. If it's 3:25 there, it's 4:25 here. After Friday is Christmas break, so I will have lots of free time then. Oh yeah, so this is your last week of school then. I bet you're excited. I used to always, when I was a kid, I used to always love like the Christmas break because I didn't have to go to school. I loved that when I was a kid. 11:25. Okay, yeah. 11:25. Yeah, it's 4:25 here in Guelph. The magnificent city of Guelph. Well, that's debatable, but it's pretty good overall. I mean, I complain about Guelph a lot, but it's pretty good. I mean, you know, it could be worse. I could live in like Thunder Bay or, you know, one of them places, or Windsor. Some of them cities are pretty rough, so I hear. I don't go to for the last week. I just go for the concerts in our school. Oh, fair enough. We used to always do concerts on the last week. We'd have assemblies, and we split up the grades, And so each grade would have one day. And then the last 2 days we would pair up a couple grades, and we would do the concerts as a whole school and watch them. Guelph, you were in there? I've lived here my whole life. I was born in Hamilton, but I've lived in Guelph my whole life. The only reason I was born in Hamilton is because my mom had some complications, so that's why I was born in Hamilton. My mom said I must sleep now. Well, have a good night, Nicholas Southgate. Thank you for joining, and it was good to see you again. Yeah, 11 o'clock at night is pretty late. I'm usually in bed by that time. I'm usually sound asleep. I don't know about you guys, what your sleep schedule is, but I usually go to bed pretty early. I don't like being up late. I'm not a night owl. I used to be. I used to play a lot of games when I was a kid, like a lot of video games, and I was up so late. And the teachers would always tell me when I would go to school, you look exhausted. And anyway, when I moved to Dad's, I kind of broke the video game habit. And so now I don't play anymore, really that much. I do play, but not like I used to. Like, I was basically addicted when I left my dad's. Like, I was addicted to games. So, but I gave that up. Probably for the best. But yeah, I was actually going to ask Ontario Fire Buff or Fire Photography when their school, if this is the last week of their school. So it is the last week of your school. Well, that's good. How many weeks do you guys have off? Do you have 2, 3 weeks? Do you guys go back? I guess you guys would go back in the new year, wouldn't you? I don't know if you guys are still in the chat, or Ontario Fire Buff, if you're still in the chat, but I think, because when I used to get break, we used to come back in the new year. So yeah. Let me know how the connection is, guys, because Waterloo Avenue seems to be kind of laggy, which is the road I'm on now, Waterloo Ave. So let me know how the connection is. If it's poor, I can maybe get off Waterloo Ave, but yeah, Waterloo Ave, the connection is kind of poor. Yeah, you do go back in the new year? Well, that's good. So that's like a good 3-week holiday, 3-week break. That's all right. We would go back on, I think, January 1st. I don't know. I think January 1st is New Year's Day, so I'd be surprised if we went New Year's Day. I feel like New Year's Day is a holiday, but maybe it's different in Manitoba. I think for us it was like we went back on the Wednesday, so like, or whatever day. So like we went back 2 or 3 days after New Year's Day. I think that's how it worked. So I think the last time I was off school and I returned, it was like on a Wednesday, but I haven't been in school for 3 years. It's gonna be 4 in June. 4 years since I've been out of school. Time has really flown by. I miss school, you know. I don't know about you guys, how you guys like school, but I miss it. You know, I wish I could go back and do high school all over again. Elementary school, not so much, but high school I loved. High school was a great time. You know, I feared high school when I was getting ready to transfer over from grade 8 to grade 9. I was so scared of high school, so scared that I would not fit in, but high school was like the best time of my life. I met a lot of good people, made a lot of friends, had a lot of fun. Didn't learn too much, to be honest, but I had a lot of fun. It's so weird, I sound like a robot because of the wind. Yeah, I apologize for that. Like, these are amateur streams. I want to make that very clear. And like, because it's so amateur and not professionally done, I may sound weird. There may be losing connection. So apologies for that, but yes. College Heights? Yes, I did go to College Heights. How did you know that? Maybe you went to school with me. But yeah, I went to College Heights. It was cool. I loved it. Had a lot of good times there. I wish I'd go back. Fucking wind. You're right near the manor. Yes, I am. If I had my ID, I might go in. Actually, probably not. Some pretty sus things go on at the manor, and some pretty sus people hang around there. I'm twice your age, man. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm 21, so. But yeah, I am near the manor. I've never actually been to the manor before. I was invited there once, but I don't want to go. I've heard of some pretty sketchy stuff happening there, so. 43. That's like 20 years for me, man. 20, 22 years till I'm 43. They always tell me, enjoy my youth, because one day you won't have it. But 43 is still pretty young, I gotta say. 43 is still a good age. You should do a stream at home or an apartment or something. I often consider doing a stream at home, but then, with these walking streams, I can show you stuff and like move around, and I feel like an at-home stream would be kind of boring because, there's really not much to see and do, and the people I live with don't really want me filming in the house, so like, I could do a room, but again, like, there's really not much there. So yeah, like, I might do that though, I don't know, like, let me know if you guys want to see that. Do you want a video where I just talk about whatever and do a live stream like in my house? Like, do you care if I walk? But yeah, like, I kind of like doing the walks because it's out. There's a lot of stuff to see. But if you guys just listen to me ramble in my room, I mean, I'll do that. But let me know what you guys think. Maybe I'll put out a poll, I don't know. But let me know what you guys think in chat. Once I hit 50 subs, and I start streaming, I'll do a little bit of walking. Yeah, that's great, man. Yeah, aim for that goal, and definitely, yeah. It's one of the easiest ways to connect with your audience and to kind of have some content is just do a live stream, walk around, film, talk, connect with the audience, That's what I did. And actually, this whole live streaming bit was kind of just a brainstorm I had. I was surprised at how well it's done, so that's why I keep doing it. And I want to make a goal to do it every day, because there does seem to be a wide range of people that like to see it, so I would like to make it every day. Go have a beer in the manor while you stream. I would, but I don't have my ID, so they won't let me in. But if I had my ID, I would definitely maybe do that. I don't know if it would be filmed though. They might not let me film. I never even thought of that. I watched a documentary on the manor recently, and like the family who owns it, and the story behind it, and it's kind of interesting. It was a lot of the dancers come in from other provinces and work at the manor for a period of time, and then they go home to wherever province they're from. Anyway, I'm not going to get too much into the manor because it is kind of an adult thing, but for those of you guys who can guess what it is, yeah. I don't care. Both are amazing, but I want to see your room. Well, maybe one day I'll do that then. Maybe one day I'll showcase my room. Those new aviation videos are sick. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I hope you guys like the Aerofly gameplay. The Aerofly gameplay was kind of just an idea I come up with because I play it all the time. So I figured, I can screen record on my iPad. Why not some gameplay, some landings, some takeoffs, make some plane spotting type videos in game and post them. So, I'm impressed and I'm happy that they're doing well. So, yeah, I'm going to do more of them. I was thinking I might post one tonight, but I don't know. I posted one earlier today and it really didn't do well. So I post another one tonight and see how it does, but yeah. But I appreciate you guys watching my videos and giving them likes and engaging with me in these streams. You guys are what keep me going, like, if it wasn't for you guys in the chat and the subscribers, I wouldn't be doing this. Like, we're going to be celebrating 4 years of Simonian video productions in February of 2026. 4 years. So it's longer than I expected, and it's been doing better than I ever expected it. So, again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys tuning in, for sharing your comments and your opinions. Thank you for support, and I look forward to doing this hopefully for another 4 years, but we'll see. You never know what life will bring. Yeah, thank you for explaining it, Charles. I didn't want to get too into it on the stream, just in case, YouTube terms of service and all that shit, so I don't want to get too into it, but yeah. Basically, you can go there and watch people dance. Oh, there's a towing truck. It's got someone on the hook. Fucking junky Hyundai. Alma Street is just up ahead. Parents had a house there. Actually, I live on Alma Street. I've lived there for 6 years. So yeah. Hi from Central England. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. What time is it in England? How is England like 5 hours ahead of? Because it's 4:30 or maybe 4:40 here, so it's probably what, like. Hello, mate. Welcome again, Marco. I think that's Marco. I hope I said that right. Or is it Mako? Mako. Thank you for joining. Or thank you for saying hello. I used to live there. I wonder if it's the same house. Well, if I wasn't so worried about my privacy, I would give the address and dox my location. So, but yeah, it's right on the. Well, I'm not gonna say, but it's Alma Street South. I'll give you that much. But I'm not gonna dox my address. Not that I'm worried, but Macker. Sorry, Macker. Don't. Yeah, I saw a snowplow today, but I could film it because I was at school. Yeah, fair enough. I actually saw a snowplow today, a sidewalk plow, and I was gonna film it, but I was gonna film it, but it went by once and then it didn't come by again. Usually they come by twice, but this one didn't, or it already did, and I missed it. But I was gonna film the sidewalk plow, but hopefully there'll be more snow removal action throughout the winter so I can film some more, and hopefully you can get some too if you plan to film that stuff. South, east side of the street, right on the hill. Okay, yeah, I think I know roughly where you are. There's actually a fair young family that lives there now. So, but even in the 6 years I've been in that neighborhood, you know, there's been people that have come and gone, and like so many times. So, but one house, there's been like in 6 years, there's been like 3 families move in and out. So, people come and go. Our lane was a botch because of the snow. Yeah, this windrows on Alma Street can be a bit of a pain in the ass, to be honest. Yeah, but it is a priority route, so they do get plowed a little bit quicker than some of the other streets, which is kind of a bonus. Don't want to get hit here. This is the old convenience store. You probably remember this convenience store, Charles. Congrats. There are 6 people on the stream. Yeah, thanks a lot. It varies. Now I see 13, but thanks for the congratulations. I always like seeing how many people join the stream while I'm doing this. This was in the 80s. Yeah, well, I'm sure it's probably been a lot different. Actually, my neighbor has lived in the neighborhood for it's going to be 66 years. Next year she's lived in the neighborhood, so she's been there a long time and she's seen a lot of people come and go. She lives on Inkerman Street. I remember that store. Yeah, I go down there and do my shopping. I get my lottery there. It's kind of a nice store. Welcome, Logan. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna probably close this stream off soon. Don't add one more year to that, you know, the number after that. But yeah, I'm probably going to close this stream off soon. We've been going for 29, almost 30 minutes, so I think that's a pretty good stream. For those of you who tuned in, thank you very much for your support. It's always you guys in the chat, and I hope to do more of these. Of course, it's always weather permitting. But if the weather's reasonable, we'll definitely do another one. But yeah, thank you for joining, and peace out to everybody. Thank you, Charles, for saying goodbye. Take care, and we'll see you guys on the next stream. Signing off from Waterloo Ave.